Yes, Habari Gani. Habari Gani means, have you heard the news? Well, have you? No? Well, then good news is it's time to celebrate Kwanzaa. Umoja, unity that brings us together. Umoja, unity that brings us together. Chitakulia. Chitakulia. We will determine who we are, Ujima. Working and building our union, Ujima. Working and building our union, Ujama. We'll spend our money wisely, Ujama. We'll spend our money wisely. We know the purpose of our life. We know the purpose of our life. All that we touch is more beautiful. All that we touch is more beautiful. Imani, we believe that we can. We know that we can. We will anyway. That we can. Thank you, Jumbo. My name is Ayana, and the song I just sang was the 7 Principles, a song in celebration of Kwanzaa. Now, some people think that Kwanzaa is the African-American Christmas, but that's not so. Like me, many people celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa. It's not a religious holiday either. It's a cultural celebration that started right here in America in 1966 by a man, Dr. Maulana Karanga. He got the idea for the holiday by observing harvest festivals taking place all over Africa. Now, in each one of 7 days, we celebrate a different principle. They're listed here in Swahili. The 7 principles, or the Induzo Saba, they are Umoja, Kujichagulia, Ujima, Ujamania, Kaumba, and Imani. That's the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Now, to discover the meanings of those words, I invite you to enjoy my story. It's a Kwanzaa fable. The time was many, many years ago in a busy little village called Umoja. Umoja, like the principle celebrated on the first day of Kwanzaa, means unity. You know, working or coming together in unity. Now, as the story goes, the people of the village were hard working. From before sunup, you could hear them on their way to work calling, Umoja! And they worked, growing food, fishing, building up their village, and taking care of their families. Now, the village had a wonderful king, King Kujichagulia. Kujichagulia, the principle celebrated on the 2nd day of Kwanzaa, means self-determination. Now, once the village had been very poor, and the king wanted to encourage his people, so he said, we don't have to be poor, we determine our future. By working together, we can make life better for ourselves and our children. Oh, but now this particular day, something really worried the king. And he called his 3 top advisors. He said, come right away. And they walked to where some men were building a new school in the village. Their hammers beat posts into the ground, making the sound, And he asked his advisors, tell me, what do you see? And the second advisor said, I see Uchima. See how the men work together? Uchima. The principle celebrated on the 3rd day of Kwanzaa means working collectively together. Next, the king and his advisors walked to the marketplace. Now imagine the sight of a sea of people all selling and calling fruits, yams, mahindi, which means corn. Some sold handmade mukekas, kanaras, and even this beautiful kente fabric that you see. And the king looked at his people and once again asked, now tell me, what do you see? And the third advisor said proudly, I see. Ujama. The marketplace is rich because we buy from each other. Did you guess? Ujama, the principle celebrated on the 4th day of Kwanzaa, means we buy from each other to become rich and strong. Now the king and his advisors walked around the village for the rest of the day, but the king was still worried, and he began to pace. He said, I see the men with their hammers. I hear the musicians in the marketplace. I hear young hunters calling, and the women with their lullabies. Our village loves to work, and we do it well. But can't you see something is missing? Then suddenly, there were shouts of children playing. Woohoo! The children were just out of school and already at play. Little girls and boys ran in a circle around the king, chasing each other, laughing and playing. Woohoo! That's it, exclaimed the king. Look at the children. What we were missing was right before our eyes. Now the advisors, they were confused. They asked, what was right before our eyes? The king said, he who lives to work may soon find himself working to live. But now that I see, I have a plan. And the next day, with everyone gathered, the king greeted them. People of Amoja, each day we go our separate ways to work. But this year will be the best harvest festival ever because we have come together with Nia. Nia, the principle celebrated on the 5th day of Kwanzaa, means purpose. The king said, I've learned a valuable lesson from our children. Each day in school they work, and afterward they play. So should we. We should work with a purpose to earn the right to play, to celebrate. And that's when he led the village in a celebration. Oh, it was wonderful. The sound of people coming together was like music, and they began to dance, and they clapped, and they celebrated Kwanzaa, which means creativity. And just as Kwanzaa is celebrated on the 6th day of Kwanzaa, the people of Umoja, they expressed Kwanzaa all night until the next morning. It was the best harvest festival ever. And finally, the king made a proclamation to end the celebration. Just as an elder might do on the 7th day of Kwanzaa, he said, today we celebrate Imani, which means faith. It is great to work for our families, but what we have in celebrating together is even greater. He added that that's what faith is, believing in our hearts that we have found something worth passing on to our children. And now I see that it is more than work. It is unity, self-determination, work, wealth, purpose, creativity, and faith itself. And to have all of that, it takes a village. Now the king and everyone were truly happy. So you see, the story in the fable is very much like Kwanzaa. December 26th through January 1st, over 18 million people, African Americans and others, all gather to celebrate the holiday. You'll see symbols of that celebration here and here, like our 7-branch Kinara. And of course, we share the 7 principles, or the Nguzo Saba, with our extended families. It is very much like a happy village coming together in celebration. And now, in the spirit of that celebration, I'd like to share with you one more song. But I'm going to need your help to do it. Will you help me? Yes, wonderful. When I put my arms up like this, I want everyone to say, oh, happy Kwanzaa. Can we try that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, happy Kwanzaa. That was pretty good. But I think that we could try that one more time and add even more joy and spirit of celebration for this beautiful day and holiday season. And I want you each to add a little of your own Kwanzaa Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, happy Kwanzaa. Oh, that's it. So when I get to that point in the song, I'll put my arms up like this. That'll be your signal to join in and sing along. But for now, would you join me and clap? Kwanzaa comes just once a year. Harvest time to see good cheer. Happy little girls and boys. They're making their own Kwanzaa toys. Here we go. Oh, happy Kwanzaa. Woo! Ain't Saba. Happy Kwanzaa, keep your candles burning bright. Oh, happy Kwanzaa. That's it, it's Saba. Happy Kwanzaa means you know you're living right. 7 ways to live each day, whether we're at work or play. Live a life of harmony. I'll do for you, you'll do for me. Everyone! Oh, happy Kwanzaa! Woo! Into the Saba. Happy Kwanzaa from America to you. Happy Kwanzaa! Yes, into the Saba. Happy Kwanzaa, may your harvest dreams come true. Oh, happy Kwanzaa! Woo! Into the Saba. Happy Kwanzaa from America to you. Big one! Oh, happy Kwanzaa! Yes, into the Saba. Happy Kwanzaa, may your harvest dreams come true. And now my wish for you, as you celebrate this holiday season, is that you too will find unity, purpose, creativity, and joy. Thank you for sharing my story. May your harvest dreams come true. Happy Kwanzaa! Yes, thank you. Kwanzaa information cards are available up front. If in just a moment you want to come up and take one. I have a few moments for questions and pictures if anyone would like that. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just a few moments, my good friend Sarah will be in this very spot to share with you the very miraculous and wonderful story of Hanukkah. I hope you'll stay and enjoy. It truly is a sweet treat. Thank you.